Hello everyone and welcome to our noon rite, and today's little field trip I wanted to take you here where we are about to have quite a harvest of golden plums. As you can see, these are supposedly French plums, and supposedly the famous naturalist Luther Burbank had something to do with them coming to this property. That may or may not be true. John Bosch switched from grape growing to plums very favorably just before Prohibition kicked in back in the 1920s, and so he was actually in an excellent place because he'd already switched to plums and was not dependent on grapes. Now we're officially in a drought now here in Sonoma County, but the little rain that we got was very favorable, and it was gentle on the fruit blossoms, and so we are getting lots of fruit. One of our volunteers, Mendy, is making some jams, and our animals, birds and animals, are benefiting from these. The emus especially like the juicy plums, and we have several different varieties on the property. Here's an ornamental plum, but that doesn't produce much of anything in the way of fruit. But these trees are producing a lot in the way of fruit. And then here we have the black walnut, and you can see it's creating walnuts. Black walnuts can actually be a little bit of a problem tree, but this one seems to be doing really well. And again, although we didn't get much rain, we got it kind of steadily, and so a lot of the plants really benefited. But we're going to have to really be putting on a lot of water to keep everybody happy through what looks to be a very dry, hot summer. All right, so here we are in the small temple, and I will get started with our usual lighting of the candles. And talking to everybody out there. So here we go. And it's Monday, so you can think ahead to a little bit later in our ritual. Mondays are our miracle days. So when you're asking for miracles, this is a good day to do it. And we will get our incense going as well. It's a little cloudy today, and unfortunately, once again, I woke up and the first thing I noticed was the smell of smoke in the air. But that doesn't seem to have developed into anything, and so I'm very pleased about that. And I couldn't find information online about it either, but somewhere there was something burning. And that is making us nervous this year, since we are in a state of drought once again. And drought can work two ways. I mean, it makes it a lot drier, so in some ways a fire is more likely, but also, depending on when the rains did hit, it can also minimize the growth of fuel. So you never know. There's so many things that affect everything. It's complicated to see what actually is affecting our fire danger. But we're doing lots of things in terms of clearance. We're trying to get some more tree limbs taken down, and tree work, of course, is both dangerous and expensive, so we're trying to be very cautious as we do that. But there's lots of stuff to be done. But that's Isis Oasis. It's its own little world, and so many things need to be monitored all the time. So we're used to that. Alrighty, let me light the little candle by the fire quarter. Oop. Broken match. There we go. begin. Divine Isis, goddess of 10,000 names, I invoke your grace. Come to our temple, O goddess, dwell in our shrine, make our hearths your altars, our hearts your home. Bring vision and healing to those who use this shrine. Give us wisdom and unveil the truth, and with thy feathery wings protect us. Breathe into us the breath of life and health and strength. It is noon. Let us celebrate the moon. Let us celebrate the stars. No matter where they are, it is noon. Let us celebrate the sun that shines on everyone. Let us celebrate our day as we go upon our way. It is noon, it is noon, it is noon. Alrighty, and I've got words coming in right away. This is fantastic. I didn't even have to ask. From Jeff, nature, love, and wisdom. Nature, love, and wisdom. Nature, love, and wisdom. Nature, love, and wisdom. And from Diego, health, love, and health, love, and wisdom. Or rather, love, health, and wisdom. Love, health, and wisdom. Love, health, and wisdom. Love, health, and wisdom. And from Phoenixa, love, light, creativity. Love, light, creativity. Love, light, creativity. Love, light, and creativity. And for me, assuage all problems. Assuage all problems. Assuage all problems. Assuage all problems. If anyone else has additional words, feel free to put them in the text. I don't think I missed any earlier ones. Oh, I did. Blessings, love, and joy. Blessings, love, and joy. Blessings, love, and joy. Blessings, love, and joy. And hello, Diego. Right. And anything else? Oh, Tiago is watching too. I well remember him and Myrta from Brazil, I believe. Fantastic. And Isis is for all. Isis is for all. Isis is for all. Isis is for all. And anyone else? And requesting for health. Health, health, health. Health, health, health. Health, health, health. Let's all be healthy. Let's all be protected in these intriguing times. Alrighty. And now let's go ahead and we will honor the directions beginning in the east. Let us honor the east, element of air with the winds ever blowing. And we honor the south, element of fire with the flames ever glowing. And we honor the west, element of water with the rivers ever flowing. come into this world with all these gifts and more, our very own special essence. Let us thank the goddess for that which she bestows. Let us go forth refreshed and renewed with dedication to preserve and protect all life, for we are all children of Isis, the great mother goddess. Alrighty, and today being Monday, it is the time to request miracles, and I request that this terrible pandemic is rapidly eased, that it does not return, and that we learn from it what we need to protect ourselves for similar things in the future. I pray that we are able to make a difference in this area and in the many other areas too that are being protested all over the world, that we end up in a place of equality and justice and health care for all. And this is my prayer for a miracle, that all these things be manifest. And I think the energy is there to manifest these things. So be of good cheer, be of good hope. It's easy to be despairing, it's easy to be lonely, it's easy to be distressed. But as those of us who are magical and spiritual people, it's imperative that we keep open that pathway of hope and transformation. And it can be hard to do, but I know you're up to it, and I know that you can do it, to keep open the path of the best results for all, and to not give in to despair, and that can be so hard. I know that, and many people suffer deeply from depression already, and so to say, no, don't despair is perhaps not that helpful to them. But do everything you can to get yourself into the best possible mental state, and do as much as you can to fight against despair and to bring in more hope and joy into the world, even in the face of all of this. I have a request for a miracle to please cure lupus, which afflicts many people, and may this disease be conquered and cured, and may all those who suffer from it be of good whole body restored, and may this happen quickly. And I see that there are others coming in. If you have any requests, we're working on miracles right now. If you have a request for a miracle, that is what we are asking. And we have, well, sometimes it's hard to say, well, did that come through or not? We have had some requests made here on our Miracle Mondays that have been really, really remarkable in their results. So leave that pathway open that the miracle that you need can come to you. It's so easy to close it off. Isis is and hope of health. Isis is and hope of health. Isis is and hope of health. All right. If there's anything else, just put it in the comments, and I'll be glad to try and help you manifest it. And the interconnectivity of everything is an important part of manifesting, and that's the wonderful thing about doing these live, that we can really be all over the world. We can be touching the threads of the web that connects all of us simultaneously, and I think in that there is great power and protection. So, a request for world peace from Jana. Yes, may there be world peace, may there be world peace, may there be world peace. Right. Okay, I think then we are ending this section. And here's a good one. Today's reading from the 42 Ideals of Ma'at is number 21. I spread joy. I spread joy. I spread joy. I spread joy. And Lady Lorianne writes, if this is a mantra you carry, it will show on your face. If you spread sadness, this will show also. What would you rather have showing to the world as they observe you? A smile goes a long way and signifies a pleasant encounter. A frown does not engender feelings of love. It is so simple to have a demeanor that is joyful, so adopt that as part of your personality. Joy can be reflected in your eyes, in your walk, and how you carry yourself, and generally in all you do. Is actually catching and can be passed from one person to another. Plan to be part of the joyous people who liven their environment with their everlasting joy. Even if they leave a room, there's a beautiful residue of joy. This is a way to help the world move into a more enlightened vibration. Remember to be a part of this movement of joy. I spread joy. I spread joy, I spread joy. And I'm reminded too that some years ago there was some research that actually indicated that the physical act of smiling elevated mood. Meaning that, intentionally activating those muscles to smile had an effect on brain chemistry. And we tend to think it's the other way around, that it only goes one way. But the truth is that everything is interrelated, and what we do does affect us in unusual ways. So the idea, some people balk and go, well, I don't feel like smiling. And it's like, well, maybe you should try the smile, and maybe you'll find that you do feel more like smiling than you thought, because everything changes. And if we have attached to the act of smiling a feeling of joy, then just doing the act of smiling may bring back that feeling of joy, even if it wasn't present when you decide to sit down and smile. So here we go on smiling. Smile and spread joy. Alrighty. Well, if there is nothing else coming through the comments, we will probably move to close. And I'm not seeing anything, so Goddess bless you all for attending. And we give thanks to, of course, Lady Lorian, who made all of this possible, to all of our many teachers and guides, Lady Olivia, Lord Strathluck, so many others. We give thanks to the gracious Goddess Isis, in whom all things are possible. We give our thanks and ask your blessings. And to each and every one of us, for all that we do, both here and in the world, at that juncture between the sacred and the secular, may all our efforts be blessed. May our results be abundant, and may we go forth from this rite refreshed and renewed. Have a wonderful day. Do the best you can. Bring forth wonderful things and dream the best future for you. Make a pathway to what will delight you. Make a pathway to what is needed. Make a pathway to what is best for the whole world. So Goddess bless. Smile.